Hi there, everybody. Today is Thursday, November 5th, 2020 at dark 100. I'm sitting in the parking lot at school, getting ready to go in for the day. Just spent a little bit of time on the way in listening to a few different radio stations to get some updates from the overnight hours about the election status. So right now, looking that Joe Biden has 264 electoral votes, excuse me, and President Trump 214. The states still needing to report totals: Nevada, North Carolina, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. So the other day I mentioned to you that Pennsylvania, there are several counties that didn't even start counting their mail-in ballots until the day after the election. Some started the day of the election, and over 2.5 million mail-in ballots just in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So they're estimating they have about 500,000 to go. So we might get results today. It might not be until tomorrow. The other news that is coming up is that some lawsuits have been filed, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and perhaps some others at this point, from the Trump administration wanting to stop the ballot counting, that procedures were not appropriately followed. And keep in mind that a candidate often, it's been past practice, if it's within a percentage point difference in the popular vote within a state, to demand a recount. So I was, let me think. So that would have been fall of 2000. So I was in high school. I was a freshman in high school. I'm getting some flashbacks, Bush versus Gore and recounting in Florida, but I don't remember too many of the details. So I'm really happy that I'm getting to see things that I've been teaching in my classes and that I can bring that to my students. There was a press conference last night with Pennsylvania Governor Wolf and the Pennsylvania Secretary of State talking about the process. And the Secretary of State mentioned equal protection under the 14th Amendment. We just did that. And was talking about the 100th anniversary of women getting the right to vote. We're going to talk about that. So I'm just like, connections. I tell my students, I'm not making all of it up, just some of it. So that is definitely validating as a social studies teacher. As frustrating as all of this is, we want an answer, we want it taken care of, we want to move on, we want to deal with the aftermath, whatever happens one way or the other. But we need to try to take opportunities to live in the present, live in the moment, and use these as teaching opportunities as much as we can. Another cool thing that happened this morning, woke up and checked my phone, and thank you, Facebook Messenger. Got back in touch with my English pen pal, Emma. We've been pen pals since I was in 6th grade. We've met twice, once in 2000, interestingly enough. And then 2 years ago, I'm thinking. Yeah, in 2000, when my dad and I went to the UK, we got to meet her then. And then she was stateside for New Year's. She was in New York City, so went up and saw her. So she was just asking, some great questions, and it was really neat to hear her perspective. I said, what's the press in the UK? What are they saying? What are they talking about? And she said that some ballots aren't counted and waiting for results. So, through Messenger this morning when I got up at like 4:30, giving her the basic rundown about how when we vote for president, it's different than any other office, this idea of the Electoral College. And just the uniqueness of our system. And she even asked in particular, like, are you in favor of always voting by post? She said by post. That's so cool. Voting by post versus voting in person. So I told her, based on the COVID situation, I chose to get a mail-in ballot for the primary. I automatically got one for the general election. I hand delivered the general election one, but I do trust the U.S. Postal Service. Personal opinion. I trust them. So it's neat getting different perspectives, not just here in the U.S., but from elsewhere. So Pennsylvania is making world news. Way to go, PA. way to go. The other thing on the docket for today, getting my hair cut this afternoon. I need it. You probably can't really tell, but I need a trim. Might add some color, a little bit of color, because some wisdom highlights are coming through. I've earned them, my wisdom highlights. They're not grays. Wisdom highlights. But I'm okay with covering them up. So I did not get to do any research for a daily dose of Hanks, but that's okay. That is all right. And I didn't get to do a post yesterday because my alarm didn't quite go off. So I was in the building on time. I was prepared, but it was definitely not on my normal time schedule. So apologies for that. So I will do my best to make another post tomorrow. Let's see where we are at that point. So until then, behave, be good, be kind, recycle, wash your hands. Same things I've been saying for 100 some videos. Same thing. Interesting time in which we live. Please also wear your mask. Today, I believe I'm going to be sporting my world map mask. Is that upside down? Whoops. There we go. So this is the one that I'm going to be going with today. I like it. A little thematic here. It works. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye.